Hello, this is Winker Reviews, and today I'll be doing a video on Don't Fuck with Cats, a Netflix special about a group of internet nerds who track down a serial killer. I actually thought this was very creepy, and I low-key regret watching it. As a cat lover and owner, I actually was very depressed by this. Going into it, I really didn't think it would be that bad, considering I saw the Ted Bundy documentary earlier this year. But for some reason, this bothered me way more. I think it has to do with the fact that the person that was responsible for those animal abuse videos is still alive and was active very recently, whereas Ted Bundy was decades ago. And just a fair warning, if you are a cat lover or animal lover in general, I would be cautious about watching it. What I found to be very alarming was the fact that they didn't show the abuse videos, but they did show the clip where the cat is eaten by another animal. I don't understand why they didn't show the first videos, but they decided to show that particular video twice very quickly. I thought that was a little inconsiderate that they showed that. I don't think they should have showed any of the videos. And just to talk about the actual documentary, I thought it was very creepy. I thought it had a very nice build-up. It was almost like watching an actual horror movie. I actually can't think of any horror movies that came out in the past 2 years or even 3 years that creeped me out as much as this documentary did. The only real gripe that I have was Deanna Thompson. She was one of the internet nerds that helped track down who was responsible for these videos. I thought at times she was overacting, like acting up for the camera, even though she could have just spoken in her normal voice and normal personality. But instead, it was like she was trying to overdo it with her emotions so she would appear to be more interesting. But when you're doing a documentary, you really don't have to be over the top. Just let your words speak for themselves. And that's something I felt like she didn't understand. But for the most part, she was perfectly fine. There was just moments where she was overdoing it. But besides that, and showing a little bit too much of the footage of the animal abuse, those were my only gripes. I did find it entertaining, like I said before, but it was very depressing, and I don't know if I would recommend it or not. And it actually makes me kind of wonder if these people who tracked this guy down, if they would have put that much energy into finding a killer who was murdering people online. Because there are plenty of videos of people getting murdered or beaten on camera, and no one really bats an eye at this. So as much as I am an animal lover, I love cats, it makes me think that no one would have made a big hoorah if he was only doing it to people instead of starting off with animals. But I do have to say that the people that did track this guy down, they were very smart, and that was very admirable, because I don't think I would have been able to piece together tiny details in order to track someone down. Like, these people should seriously consider joining law enforcement, because they were doing things that the cops couldn't figure out. Overall, I give this a 7.5 out of 10. Again, I don't know if I would recommend it because of the sensitive subject, and it was very triggering and very upsetting and very disturbing, but still very well made. So yeah, 7 out of 10.